She asked my friends, was I? They said, no, be not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chopped it up to
just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Denver Broncos. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but now from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Elliott running right. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Prescott from the gun. Completes it right side to Cooper. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. Easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Draymond Jones in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Okay. About to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Check.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
The veteran in his first year with the Cowboys, Brian Anger, on to punt.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Johnson on the return.
It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton Dunbar with a pick, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out, got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll make it 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 27th. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen Those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half.
It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And see, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Pollard now a 1st down and more.
As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That goes for a gain of 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Now a give here to Pollard. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. And again, it's Bridgewater. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Golden Tate as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, Elliott trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yard 35. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. To throw is Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Bridgewater to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So press 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On play action, Prescott. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cowboys.
But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms. He showed it off there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiving downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson.
The Bronco field ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Backlington, a lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
And congratulations to Dak Prescott, by the way. He just went over 20,000 career passing yards. And you remember he came into the league in 2016, and you remember the gruesome injury in 2020 that he had to fight back from. So congratulations, Prescott.
They'll try and say it. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at... The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Complete. Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, Do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He was trying to get that one out.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. One last shot now for Bridgewater.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard